Thank you.
McNabb.
Yeah, I got 6.5 minutes though.
Ah.
What's up? Why am I just getting over?
Come on, bro.
Well, come on and sit down in the hot seat, brother. Sit down in the hot seat. Sit down. Get in the pocket
I
now.
ain't got no hat.
Go on, get in the pocket.
I ain't got no hat.
Tell me the size.
God,
I need y'all to sit down.
yeah,
Y'all in the
man.
camera. Y'all doing all this
You know,
talking.
got me over here
What-
defending
what-
them all on my show.
Listen, what the Bible say? You have not because you ask not.
You know, man, trying to get to the cigar bar.
All that.
You know what I mean? I ain't even a cigar smoker. I just want to get to the bar.
He just said he wanted the
I
invite.
just want to be there.
I just want to be there.
You know what I mean?
I ain't even never.
Let me put on my button up in my
Okay.
you
little
know,
one, too.
come in
Put
my
on a hot
slides.
bottom.
You
Man, we
know?
ready?
We live, baby.
Listen, I don't even need to do the little introduction that I usually do. But this an OG. Without him, it wouldn't be me.
Uh-huh.
Like, real talk. And then when I say that, I hate that. Nah, you know what? I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna give you a blast for the past. This dude called me. You was in Washington. And he was like, bro, are you taking your craft serious? It was along those lines. He was like, bro, like, you just want to show up. You want to be the first one there. You kind of put me on this routine that I was already like kind of toiling with. Working out early in the morning, showing face.
Yes.
Just a little nugget,
Just
though.
being there.
Just
Be in there. Get in the gym, work out,
Man,
go watch some film,
Donovan,
stay after,
just
be the last to leave, first
You.
one to enter. Yes, sir.
you ask anybody, and this is why I be calling bullshit on a lot of stuff. You would never find a teammate that didn't get that from me. Bro, I had a routine that I put so many people on, especially the folks who needed to lose weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, no, bro, just do this. And then we'll mesh it with the hot tub, cold tub, steam room.
There you go.
And
Yep,
then
there
you
you go.
know what I'm saying, just showing face for the rookies. I was like, bro, you got a doggone bum hammy? Bro, go to the doggone training room, get on your phone, and let them work. Upstairs, they gonna say, he's always in the training room.
Always here. Always. So that eliminates.
The
it
bulls, the
eliminates-
minutia.
Well, he's never here. He's not putting in the work. Now you got the iPads. We've tracked and seen how much he's watching.
All that.
I watch it in the facility. I'm here. You see me at 6:30 in the morning. You see me at 5:30 at night. Everybody else is gone. I went and got a meal that y'all had for the coaches. Go give me a little something to take up to the meeting room.
For sure, for sure.
So it's something that I think all our quarterbacks, including our black quarterbacks,
Yes, sir.
because they like to use that stigma against us because we can't comprehend, we're not coachable.
We're athletic,
Yes,
not capable of having mental retention.
absolutely.
They use big words to explain.
Yeah, but we know what they're saying.
Come on now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But let me tell you this though.
All right.
When I came into the league, you was on your way out.
Yeah.
Vic was on his way out. Vince Young was on his way out. It was just me. Without your success, I wouldn't have had an opportunity. Even when I say Jamarcus Russell, right? Without him being the first to be able to do it,
Right.
you guys gave me an opportunity to be really me. But there's an unspoken rule and word,
Right.
and I'm gonna ask you this, and it'll make sense. Why don't NFL players fuck with NFL players?
Because of jealousy and, I won't say bigotry, but more jealousy, and it's more a downward hatred a little bit.
What?
And I say that because I'm glad you brought that up, because why is it that all of a sudden teammates talk about other teammates in the media? Why is it that when you had success with somebody, but you want to constantly try to throw dirt on a man's name that was just bleeding, sweating, putting in work with you to get the accomplishments that you've accomplished?
But that's a fine line though, right there, D-Mac.
It's a fine line, but if that other man ain't talking about you, why are you talking about him?
Because some would say too, that's what I did probably to the game changer and the game manager.
No, you didn't. All you did was just put the highlight on it, because nobody talked about game manager and game changer until you said it.
Yes,
Come on
sir.
now.
Sometimes you gotta
Poke the back.
light the torch.
But this is
before other people to see it's lit.
All right.
It's lit.
Because the whole thing that people don't understand is because I've been explaining this the whole time. Number one, we all game managers. But do you have the ability to change the game? And so you can change the game from the pocket or outside the pocket. But you still got to change it.
Yes, sir.
And so when you said it, everybody want to kind of now dig from a personal standpoint.
Yes, sir.
Where
Go to my take,
we're
not
glossing over
what
was actually said, but y'all focus on the one that said it.
He in the book of McNabb.
So
Come
let
on
me
now.
break it down from an old school standpoint. Because there were a lot of people that were known as game managers, and those were the ones who were backup quarterbacks that stepped in. Just don't lose the game.
Come on.
We're not asking you to win it, but we asking you don't lose the game.
Correct.
The other people win the game. Now, for the starting quarterback, if you have that ability to change the game from your athletic standpoint, the mentality, or how you can play the game, now all of a sudden you become a focus. If you become a focus, the 1 or 2 slot is a focus, instead of everybody saying we got to shut down him, we got to shut down him, and then we got to shut down him. But yeah, we need to get to the quarterback. If you become that 3rd or 4th option, you ain't really changing the game.
You're managing.
You managing.
Yeah.
And so I love when people just want to come to you personally and compare what you've accomplished.
He didn't jump on a fumble, and he didn't do this. He dressed weird. Like, what that got to do with my point?
You know, I know.
Yeah.
I got folks that want to throw dirt on my name.
Yeah.
But you can't throw a dirt on a man's name who stay clean.
Come on now.
Ooh.
So I just, it's funny to me of where we are, because that conversation never would have been had unless you brought it up.
For sure.
Because now the focus has become real instead of, well, maybe he was right.
But this is the thing, though, and I said this earlier on Dan Patrick's show. My intentions for saying it never was
personal.
It was not hatred. It
No,
was not malice.
it was
wasn't
never
envy.
personal.
It was honest. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
When I think about your reign, at the worst, I would say you was the 3rd best. And that's subjective. Hold on.
But you don't see me getting all hot.
But
and
no.
bothered when you say that.
Yeah.
But listen, though. Listen. When I say the 3rd best, the 2 people that stick out, and I can put you in one, I can put T.O., I can put Westbrook, right? And you can shuffle that, but you're top tier in your team. You see what I'm saying? When I started thinking about, like, with this situation, he not even the top 3 in this. And that's not me saying I hate Brock. I love how he's been able to really impact. He's the definition of the underdog story that America loves to see. And we have to normalize honesty.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and just citing that for what it is. I never was trying to say, like, bruh, you give me that roster and see what I never said that.
Right. But that's where they want to go.
That's where they're trying to go with it.
That's where
It's
they wanna
bitter.
go.
He's bitter.
Yeah.
He don't.
That's where we want to go. And it's funny because I remember when I played, Boomer Esiason said something. Obviously, Rush Limbaugh said something. Other people on ESPN, when Rush Limbaugh said, didn't support me, but it was like, well, you know, Donovan didn't, you know. But the whole thing about it, which makes me laugh, is when you actually do say something and you break it down in a manner that they can understand.
Yes.
They block all the information that you've given. And just go right to the one statement.
The soundbite.
Yeah, they go right to the one statement. And so, because I got a podcast myself.
Yes, sir.
The 5 Spot on Outkick or YouTube. You can check us on YouTube.
Tap
in. I break down different things as well. And a lot of times they want to kind of pigeonhole you as just breaking down quarterbacks.
Yeah.
When I like to break down the team.
Yeah.
And the team is the reason for a lot of the individual success that we have. Now, what do you do to add to that is the question.
Correct.
And so, you know, we got a lot of our quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, that are still learning the game. Learning the game. I mean, all the way to the guys that have been in the league like Patrick Mahomes. He's only been in the league 7 years. He's still learning the game.
Right.
He's had a lot of success at this particular point. But imagine 6 years, 7 years from now, we still having this conversation, and he's been in 3 to 4 more Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So are we scared to put him in that GOAT conversation? Or will it always be? Because I always compare it to other sports. In baseball, it's Babe Ruth. I put Barry Bonds up there. In basketball, it's Michael Jordan. People want to put LeBron. Nobody's surpassing Michael.
Babe Ruth, you don't say Hank Aaron though, because there was a lot of controversy behind.
Have you ever heard people bring Hank Aaron name up?
No,
right?
Because he was quiet. He didn't have a personality. You see what I'm saying?
He couldn't be loud in that era.
Yes, and
he couldn't be loud in that era.
Hold on, I got to that point. It was almost heaven sent to wait. State of football.
Yeah.
What was the golden era? Are we in it? Has it passed? And so that's 5A. 5B is, what era would you want to have played in?
The golden era would be, I would say, more of the 10 years or 5 or 6 years before me.
Before
me.
That was Steve McNair, Steve Young,
Troy
Aikman. Okay.
I'm trying to think who all in that on the AFC side, but it was in that era.
Yeah.
Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
You know, it was that era going through my era, because the game was managed and the game was called differently. The physicality was a lot different.
A lot.
And I just interviewed Anthony Munoz. And Anthony Munoz, people, and this is a question that we get, people would ask the question, can you still play? And would you like to play in this league? And he told me the question that I have for them is, could these players play in our era? So you think Anthony Munoz, when he going against Reggie White and Clyde Simmons?
I honestly couldn't I couldn't play.
Well, the thing is, we were upset. I played Bruce toward the end of his career.
Yeah.
I'm thinking me playing Bruce in the middle of his career,
or
in the beginning. Now, our ability to be able to get outside the pocket, buy time, that would change the game. But the way they would kind of hit us,
the physicality.
Yes.
They could dig you out. If you slid, they can meet you down there. And I broke my ribs because it was with their knee though. But it was just a physicality.
I broke my ribs against Carolina when I got hit and rolled back, and Greg Favors came in and hit me and brought my knees and my chest. Broke 3 ribs.
Yeah.
In that NFC Championship. But it was more physical than that.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the realm that where this era is, the game is called differently. They throwing for 5,000 yards like it's 3,000.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's the expectation.
Yeah, like you throw for
that's the standard.
You throw for 4,000 yards, it's like you got a 2,000-yard passing
year.
Yeah. And so the game has evolved, but also they've taken out the kickoff returns. The punt returns is like not even the same. Like, you know, special
teams doesn't have an impact outside of field goal kickers.
Exactly. So it's just different right now. This is different.
So my next question goes like this. You know Andy Reid oh so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never, even when I was watching you in that time frame, his ability to call plays wasn't extreme as it is now.
It's changed.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, with the involvement of where the game is, now it's almost like CFL and college combined into the NFL. All emotions.
Yeah.
All the movements, the
mismatch,
combinations.
Finding mismatch.
Yeah, the combinations. That's now kind of trickled into the NFL, where everything that he learned in the Philadelphia area of how to win, how to prepare, what to expect from his players, how to get there, and now how to get over the hump. He's taken to Kansas City. And he's gotten those X factors to get him over the hump, where he finds himself in those Super Bowls. And so it's a consistent thing because he's learned over that decade, over that 12, 13 years of being in Philly.
I think, too, you're a perfect example of a person, when I look at, it's so many different determining factors in football. The amount of NFC championships that you went to, the Super Bowl that you went to, and to not have nothing to show for it, for the world to say, oh, I just judge everything on how you win. Sitting where you sit now, I ask you this question. What's more important, championships or impact?
Impact.
Why?
Because how can you change the lives of others who are out there growing from a mental standpoint, not physically, but from a mental standpoint, to gain that confidence that they can accomplish anything that they set out to do without seeing somebody do it, prepare, understand, and teach me how to get to that point. Now it's on me to carry the torch and add my own flavor to it. The impact that you leave is your legacy.
Yeah.
Championships don't do anything but just bring your name up.
Yeah.
But it's how you touch the lives of others around you, create that impact where your legacy stands strong.
Right.
And so you talked about something that people didn't even know. Me reaching out to you, telling you, remember you was at that press conference and you was kind of leaning and you was asking, see, that's almost like your table. You were leaning, and I told you, stand straight up.
Yes, sir.
Be assertive. Hey, talk to them, take it on.
Free game.
Yes. But that's what I did to all the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Reached out to Vic, tried to reach to RG. RG reached back to me. We had talked a little bit after his Washington career because he thought that I was trying to talk about the Shanahans. I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with the Shanahan.
Yeah.
I done been there, done that. This is about what you should expect throughout your career. It's all fine and dandy now, but it's all going to come to a hold. And what did it do?
Yeah.
Came to a hold. And so I think for what we can give back to the quarterbacks in this game, if they look like us or not, because I work with quarterbacks now, it's those nuggets that they can continue to have in their back pocket that they can't get from somebody that's never been there, never done it, never seen it, or never been a part of it.
Man, listen, to that same sentiment, I'll tell you this, bro. Following your career, seeing your impact, there ain't no Cam Newton without a Donovan McNabb. And I'm not saying that, you know, just because I seen the era where it was the Aaron Brooks, it was the Donovan McNabbs,
the Byron Leftwich,
yeah,
David Garrard,
Charlie Batch, you know what I'm saying? These quarterbacks, and you being at the top of your game, then managing the egos of the TOs and just the Philly fans and just the disappointment, but also just being like, yo, bro, like you reached out to me, and I was like, yo, like talk to me, and it wasn't more so. I wish I would have heard that sooner. You did.
But that's the thing about us being young. Yeah. Because I talked to Warren Moon, I talked to Doug, I talked to James Harris. You know, guys that have paved the way for us, but been in that spot. Yeah. So when I got drafted, I had already talked to them and understood a little bit what to expect. Now, again, it's on us to be able to take that, understand that, apply it, and continue to work and grind. Yeah. So it wasn't until my second, third year, because I had Andy, and Andy would tell me what Brett would do, and I would always tell him, I'm different than Brett. Yeah. Like, I'm different than Brett, but I appreciate it. And I had Doug Peterson. He was the quarterback ahead of me, and he would tell me, listen, Brett didn't do all that. But what you need to do, and he understood how to stay in the league and how to be effective in the league because he was a backup, career backup. And so he would tell me, hey, just get here early. Hey, whatever it is you got to do. If you need treatment, if you got to work out, come in, watch film, stay after, you know, watch some film, just keep your nose in it. Yeah. Stay involved. Right. And so once I learned that, then I got offensive linemen sitting with me, got them free dinner, you know, because you got to take care of the meat. For sure. Let them sit down, get some free meals. We sit and go over blitz. We watch
and
over
you find out about each other, too.
Now we got that combination on the field.
Yeah.
Center say, Mike right, no, Mike left.
Mike
so
left.
Now he looks, tackle like Mike left. So now we're all on the same page. And so that's the chemistry and the stuff that I learned from those guys that I wanted to give to the younger guys and want the younger guys to pass it back down. Yes, sir. So we got to be there for them, man.
Absolutely, man. I see the state of where the league is right now. Right. It wasn't many of us.
No.
now it's a lot of us.
Hey, I've said the same thing because
goodness.
It's funny because I got an award for the ACC, which I never played in the ACC.
It was the Big 12.
Yeah, Big East.
The Big East. Yeah. The Big East.
So I got an award in the ACC, you know, making the Hall of Fame for the ACC. And I got up there and I said it in front of all those coaches, you know, Dabo, all of them. And I said, it's funny to me for the things that I was able to accomplish, nobody wanted to give me credit. It was always something else, or he's a runner, or he does this. But now when we look back on it, and it's like the things that I've accomplished, people are doing it now. And it's a big thing.
It's recruiting.
Like, I said, but the thing that I enjoy, and we talk about impact, the thing that I enjoy is when I look at every college roster, everybody got at least one or two of them that look like me, that play like me. And if you ain't got one on your roster, you ain't winning.
I'm trying to tell you.
You ain't winning.
You want that.
The draft has had guys multiple years in the last 15 years that look like us, that play like us. Teams got to have them.
That's for sure.
But they won't acknowledge that.
Mr. McNabb. Appreciate you, my brother. I mean, he cooking. With that
Man, like them old people say, cooking with gas.
Cooking with gas. He was in that cover. Chunky soup.
Chunky
soup.
The check's clear.
Yeah, you talking
the check's clear. Hey, we still can come back with Campbell. My mom and I.
But now
and
they got
Kelseys.
the Kelseys.
That's all right. We better than them.
Watch out now.
Challenge.
Face sad.
And it's two of them.
One of you. So you need help. Hey man, as we end things here, one hand out. When I say all together, when I say all together, you're gonna say one love.
Okay.
All right, one finger.
Oh.
One pinky. One thumb. All together. One love. You digging it?
You gotta tell me what that means, man.
Huh? That's my production company.
What it mean?
How it start?
Iconic Saga.
Tell them the story behind it.
It's Iconic Saga.
Okay.
It's like in my font though. You digging what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So now ICONIC SAGA Productions. So when you see beautiful people like Kristen, RJ, Brendan, Peggy, Waldo, Breland, Kent, Will, all this.
You're the only person I ever seen get that font like that. Huh?
It is what it is.
It's his
it's
app.
a brand.
It's his own app.
It's a